What's up, everybody? Welcome to week 2 of Two for the Money. Let's get right into it, but before anything else, play the music.
Yes, sir. The Buckeyes. We done rolled in there and got it done, taking over the number one spot.
Let's clap our hands.
My
for the
lone
Buckeyes.
winner from last week. Clap it up for the Buckeyes. My lone winner for last week. We both had a tough week last week, but that's all right. Week one has a little bit of everything there. And I unfortunately went 1-3, but so did you, huh?
Oh, it was definitely a terrible week, Brian. But hey, like we say, we're gonna get better next week. Next week we're gonna get better, and
Amen.
that's what we're gonna go
Amen.
this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the first pick, 9 o'clock a.m. game. 59-18 was a beatdown from UConn and Central Connecticut last
That's
weekend.
a beatdown.
That was a beatdown. So they got this week Syracuse, and it's a home game. So last year they won the Fenway Bowl against North Carolina. Big win. Finished the season 9-4. So that's good coming into this season. Right? It's good coming into
Oh,
this
that's great.
season.
Great momentum coming into
So
this season.
who they got? Feniano at QB played well. He's returning.
All right.
So I think they have a lot of positives there on the offensive side. And Syracuse just doesn't know what they're doing there defensively. They didn't play so well at Tennessee.
They did not.
So I think here, with the line opening up at 8.5, down to 6.5, I think that's a good line movement for me. Well enough to go there.
A lot
dip
of money
into
on
it.
UConn early.
A lot of money on UConn early. So I like to buy points, as you know. I'll go there and buy a point for that and get it back at 7.5. So for that there, I think that's going to be my official pick on the UConn game.
Yes, sir. UConn versus Syracuse.
UConn versus Syracuse for the official pick, plus 7.5.
All right. Well, can't fraud you there. Yeah, Syracuse didn't look good at all. I watched Syracuse a little bit of that game in the first half, and I thought they would get back in it, but they never did. So
Never did.
I like UConn there. I could agree with that. The line movements tell you everything in this sport. So you'll hear about that later in some of our picks this week, because my first game also at 9 a.m. It's going against a team that I backed last week. We have Illinois at Duke, and I am all on the Illinois side of this game. Like I said, I bet Duke last week, and I watched their first half, and I really caught up with their second half later in the week. And the final score of that game didn't really tell you the true story of how that game went. They won big against Elon, but they did not cover the first quarter.
Let you down.
They went in at halftime tied, and in the middle of that third quarter, they were only up by a touchdown. They scored 14 or 21 points in the fourth quarter to blow up the scores, but they didn't really play good. They didn't really run the ball that well. Their quarterback, he's the stud that they have. He threw for 389 yards and 3 touchdowns, but other than that, they got some real issues on their hands, especially in the trenches, where this game will be won at. And I like Illinois here. They bring back, everybody knows about Brett Bielema, their head coach. He's the offensive line guru. He had all those years in Wisconsin with those big bodies. And Illinois, they brought back, where is it right here? They brought back all of their offensive line from last year's 8 or 9 win team. They brought back 9 offensive starters. And, that's good enough for me here to back them here. This is a very low spread. The spread is only minus 2.5. So I'll take it here less than the field goal. Give me Illinois minus 2.5.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm going to ride with it. I believe in what you say on that
I
one.
believe in that one. Yeah. And for the next slate, I have another 9 a.m. game here. We're going to go over there to the streets of Lubbock, Texas, looking at the Texas Tech. Yeehaw, baby. Texas Tech, they're playing one of my hometown schools. They're playing Kent State, the Golden Flashes.
Ooh.
And, in the good words of our buddy Jay Money, this is a Smack City spot right here.
Smack it.
Yes, sir. Smack City. You know what that means in terms of
Smack
football?
it.
That's first quarter, first half, full game. Doesn't matter which line you pick, you cannot lose here. And, this is really about Kent State here. Kent State last season, week 2, they lost 70-0 on the road in Tennessee.
Terrible.
So, that's a high-rate offense, and that's what you're going to get from Texas Tech. Texas Tech, we're looking for them to score a lot and score early. Last week they won 67-7 against Arkansas Pine Bluff, and Kent State is pretty much on that same level. The first quarter of that game last week was 23-0. The first half was 47-0. And Kent State, yes, they do have a win on their record this year. They had no wins last year. They have one win this year. It was against Marymount last week.
Ugh.
But the reason how they won that game, on a last-minute kick return. They were losing. That's right. They were losing in the fourth quarter. Team kicked the field goal, and then they kicked it off. And Kent State took it to the house, and that's how they won. So, different level playing field here. I'm just going to go ahead and go with the first quarter. Like I said, first quarter last week for Texas Tech was 23-0.
Be a beat up.
The spread is 13.5. It's probably going to be 14, come game day. But either way you take it, minus 13.5 is what I got right now. So that's what we're going official with. Texas Tech first quarter minus 13.5. 2 touchdowns, baby.
I like it. I think Texas Tech is going to blow them out.
There you go.
I'm going there.
Money's
going there.
A lot of guns
I'm
in the air,
there.
baby.
Money going there. I'm going there.
Yes, sir.
Just everything positive. So, Texas Tech, let's ride, baby.
Let's ride, baby.
For me, I'm going out to Ohio. I don't know if they're neighbors, Akron, but the state of Ohio has got some good football going on this weekend. For me, I see it. I want to take in this game the over. I see a lot of good money going there and a 3-point movement. Opened up at 57.5, now at 60.5. But for me, I want to go with the points. Money line's a bit of a gamble for me, so I'm going to stick it with the +4. They got a quarterback over there in Navarro who did pretty good last week. Show me some.
He's a senior. He's a returner.
Show me some life for that offense. So they stuck it in with the Rutgers. They lost, I know, 34-31, but I think they're going to come in here in this game. And at home, they've won 17 of the last 18 games there, covered the last 7 of the 8. So numbers looking good there. West Virginia has a lot of 4th year, 5th year, 6th year seniors on the team. Mix that with a lot of young players. It's going to be a lot of chaos over there, in my opinion. So I don't know about their quarterback play. I don't think they have great quarterback play. So
first season under a new head coach as well.
First season, so there's a lot of question marks. So for the official bet here, I'm taking it Ohio +4.
Yes, sir. The Ohio Bobcats. That's right. Well, to finish off tonight, I think, yes, sir. Now, with our last game up here, you see what I'm rocking, baby. Let's go, baby. Fight on, baby. The Trojans, we coming. Trojan Nation, baby. Stand up. Just like Ohio State, we play the music for the USC Trojans here.
We play it every day.
And you know what? Yes, sir. We going in with them. We going with USC again. That was our lone winner last week. We got to ride them again this weekend. It's a favorable matchup here. They're playing Georgia Southern, and what Georgia Southern did last week falls right into that USC trap with what they want to do this year. Last week, Georgia Southern lost to Fresno State 42-14. And Fresno State, they had their way on the ground. They ran the ball 44 times for 351 yards and 5 touchdowns. And what did we see USC do? They ran the ball 30 times for 233 yards and 6 rushing touchdowns. A lot of that stuff was done in the first half. So, and that's where we think we want to get this line now. I think me and you had the same bet in this game, if that's correct.
Yes, I do.
USC first half minus 17. What do you think, bud?
I'm taking the same thing as well.
I know what you're thinking, yeah, me too. Okay, everybody meet Mr. Me too.
First half minus 17. Line opened up for the full game at 24.5 up to 28.5. A little risky there on the line movement. You could take the 28.5 if you'd like. I think they can do it, but for the most safe bet is minus 17 on our side. I know that Clay Helton is returning as a coach, but I just think Georgia Southern is just nothing to be scared of on that side.
They did not look good last week.
No, they didn't. Terrible on defense last year. I think they're terrible on defense this year. Like you said, almost 600 yards in total offense last week. Quarterbacks look good. We got to play Longstreet. Running backs look tremendous. That running back room is going to get going.
Yep.
So the safe bet and the final bet for the official on this one is USC minus 17, baby.
Fight on, baby.
Fight on.
Now, for the NFL picks this week, this is week 1, baby. The NFL is back. New season, new money, baby.
Back, baby.
I'm thinking I'm back.
The champs, they play on Thursday, Philly versus Dallas. And, that's going to kick off this season. And we got a lot of exciting things. It's a young man's game in the NFL nowadays.
It's actually a grown man's game.
It's a grown man's game. You're absolutely right. It's grown man business. And you know what? That's where I'm going with week 1. And, everyone's going to hate me in Ohio. Everybody hates me when I do it. I might get banned. I cheer for Michigan. I cheer for all the other teams that everybody hates. And this week, my first pick, I got to ride with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, it's just something about them that I just trust. I hate them, but I love them. And they're playing the Jets. Jets got new coach. They got a new quarterback. But the good words of my man, Mike Tomlin.
We do not care.
We do not fucking care. You know, Justin
care.
Fields, he played for the Steelers last year. I'm pretty sure they know what he's capable of doing. I am not a big believer in Aaron Rodgers or that offense, but it's just something in me that thinks that they could cover this 2.5 point spread. The spread's only minus 2.5. It's very, very low. This score is going to be a dog fight. It's going to be a dog shit game. I like the Steelers, though. I'm going to take the Steelers. Minus 2.5 as my first pick. 10 a.m. early game.
You like Aaron Rodgers?
I love Aaron Rodgers as a
old.
Hall of Fame candidate. Do I like 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers? I do not.
Well, let's
But I think he's a lot better than Justin Fields.
All right.
That's just my personal opinion.
You heard the man.
For my second pick, also early game. Or actually, no, this is an early game. This is a later game. I'm going to go with the hometown team here, all here in Los Angeles. The LA Rams at home against the Texans. And, you know, I love me some Nick Chubb, but he's sadly on a new team here.
Chubster.
And he's going to be the start running back for the Texans.
Messed up knee.
Joe Mixon, he's out for the game. He's out he might not see the field at all this season. You know, he's starting the season on IL. But Nick Chubb, you know, his yesteryears were in Cleveland. I would like to believe that, you know, he's got a bright future, but not against this Rams team. I think this Rams team has Super Bowl aspirations. They got Devontae Adams. They got Puka Nacua. This is the last hurrah for Sean McDermott, or what is his name? Sean
McVay.
Sean McVay? No, for Sean McVay and Matt Stafford. It's pretty much their last hurrah. But I like their offense. I love what they bring to the table. And we saw in the playoffs how good that defense really is. They only got beat by the champs. So give me the Rams at home. I'm buying a 0.5 point here. I think the line's 3.5. I'm going -3 with the LA Rams. And for the last pick, again, this is year 3 or year 2 for Sean Payton in Denver?
Year 2.
Year 2 for Bo Nix. That defense as well is really, really good. And I do love the Titans. I like Cam Ward as the #1 pick. I think he's going to make the Titans a lot better. But I got to ride with Denver here. Sean Payton, I think he's got something cooked up to put a lot of points on this board. I just don't think the Titans can keep up, so I'm going to ride Denver.
Broncos are better.
Broncos at home.
Team.
I got to lay a big number here. It's -8.5, but that's telling me that Denver's going to be blowing them out. It should be 2 touchdowns, so I got to ride with Denver.
You get on
Denver
that horse, you gonna ride it.
Let's
Get
go,
on
baby.
that horse,
Give me
you
that
gonna ride
Bronco all the way, baby.
All right.
baby.
Let's get excited, everybody. Let's get excited. Week 1 of NFL football opening up. My game actually opens up on a Thursday. If you guys can
night,
go ahead
that's
and guess that one. Yes, Dallas Cowboys against the Philadelphia Eagles. This one here is in Philly. Ring ceremony. A lot of things to rave about there in Philly. They got a good team. They still got a great squad. I think they're going to do very well this year, still to make the playoffs. But right here I see the line opened up at 7.5, went up to 8.5, back and forth. Where I'm reading this one, where I like is the Cowboys. I know Philly can go down there, score points, and get things going, and they're at home. Ring ceremony, like I said. I just don't think they can, or they're gonna open up with the beat down against the Cowboys because a lot of people been making fun of the Cowboys.
Yeah, got rid of Michael Parsons.
Laughing stock.
Jerry Rowe just ain't the same no more.
To the Packers, thank you. But for me, I think the Cowboys can hang in there, stick in the game. They got good offense. Pickens, CD Lamb, running back is a little question mark. I think they got Javonte Williams as a starter right now. But I think they could put up some points. I know they in the last 5 in Philly, the Eagles averaged 29 points per game. To the Cowboys, 21.4 points per game. But I think the Cowboys, they're going to score a lot more points. I think they got the offense to do it. So for the official pick here, I think I'm riding with the Cowboys plus 8.5.
Yes, sir. Right. I'm in the Dallas. Jerry World. All right.
Jerry World.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. For my next pick, I'm going to go here on a 10 a.m. game, the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots. Here, I see the number again going up and down, open up at 3.5 for the Las Vegas Raiders, 2.5, back up at 3. For me, I like it at 3.5. You can get it there. A lot of young players to watch on both sides. A lot of young coaches, first-time coaches. New England brought Vrabel and McDaniels back. You got Carroll over there for the Raiders. But I believe in Pete Carroll. You know, coming from the USC Trojan days to the NFL, a lot of success. But I think he can go there in New England and get a good game. I actually, if you want to gamble, take the money line because I even think they could win. But we're going to go here play it safe with that again. So for the official bet on that one, Raiders plus 3.5.
Raiders.
Give it to him.
Give it to him, baby.
Give it to him. For the last game on my slate is another 10 a.m. game, so we can get these games out of the way, collect the money quick, right? I'm going to go ahead and go with the Cincinnati Bengals against the Cleveland Browns.
Heartbreaker.
No, you're going to hate that one, right? You're going to hate that one,
But
Brian.
that's all right. You know, I can't
hate
fault you
that
for
one.
it. The only one way I would bet this game.
Which way is that?
Same way you're thinking. Go ahead. Give it to the people.
Okay. Well, here, the line, again, opened up -3 for the Bengals. Open up -3, but got as high as 5. I don't know if I want to mess with the 5. You guys can get it at -4. That's going to be my official number for the Cincinnati Bengals. You guys already know what the Bengals have to offer over there. They're just going to keep getting better. In Burrow, Chase, they have a lot of young players, so there's not a lot to dislike about them. And then you got the Browns, which is very, very disgusting.
Just more question marks.
Rebuilding process,
More
obviously.
question marks.
And you put Joe Flacco at your quarterback. That's just even more disgusting. So it's a lot of growing pains there. I think they're going to do well in the future, obviously. They're getting there, but they're not going to be able to hang with the Bengals here. So for that official bet, Bengals -3.
Breaks my heart, but I hope you win, my friend. I hope you win, my friend.
No,
It breaks my heart. I just can't root for the Bengals. But like I said, I would only pick the Bengals in this game, too. That's why I'm not betting it. But let's get it. Let's hope we can all get dubs this week. We need a good week this week. So we got NFL. We got our college ends. 2 for the money, baby. Let's get it,
For the
dog.
money. I promise you guys it's going to be a lot better this week. Last week, like we told you, records didn't look too good. But we're coming this week for an undefeated slate, like we always say, right?
Yes, sir. Undefeated.
All right, and for the show, 2 for the money. Go ahead and follow CAC Betting for any other bets that we may have for the sides, and then also a couple other guys on our team have their bets going.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to
Follow
go
the
ahead and get
website.
that,
Or
CAC
Instagram,
Betting
CAC
on
Betting,
Instagram,
yes, sir.
CAC Betting. You guys, good luck out there, and thank you for following.
We'll see you next
2
week.
for the money.
Let's go, baby.